Ashley. I am an instructor here at the Greenville location of Downtown Barre, and I'm going to take you guys through a quick little Pilates flow today. Full body, you don't need any equipment. So when you're ready, we can just go ahead and get started. You'll just need your mat and your body, like I said before. So I always like to start my classes kind of the same way, with a little bit of breath work and some stretching. So when you're ready, you can join me at the back of your mat here. We'll just take a big inhale, bring your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, goalpost, send that chest forwards. And inhale, bring those arms all the way up. And exhale, goalpost. Just starting to open up your chest here, using that breath as your guide. We'll do these last 3. Final 2. And last one. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, goalpost, just hold it just like this. We'll just start to sway side to side. Find that stretch through your spine, open up that chest. And then bring those arms all the way up to the ceiling. We'll slowly start to tuck your chin to chest, roll all the way down towards your toes. Reaching for the floor here, just letting your head hang super long. You can start to bend and extend your legs. Or maybe we bend one knee and then the other leg, really just starting to loosen up your hamstrings. And again, we're relaxing the neck, making sure that there's no tension throughout the neck at all. Our head is super heavy to the ground. We have these last 4. Final 3. Last 2. And last one. Straighten both of your legs. From here, we'll walk your hands over to that left side, grabbing onto your foot, your ankle, or your calf. Just pull yourself a little bit closer to that left side. Taking a big inhale and exhale here. And then we'll slowly reset, come back through center, moving over to the right side. Same thing, grabbing onto your foot, your ankle, or your calf. Taking a couple deep breaths here, pulling yourself a little bit closer. And then we'll slowly come back to center. From here, slightly bend your knees, grab onto opposite elbows. We'll start to sway side to side. Find that stretch through your low back. We'll be here for these last 4, final 3, last 2, and then last one. Slowly come back to center, release those hands down to the floor. Slowly start to bend your knees, and we'll start to roll all the way up to standing. Head is that last thing to rise. Once you guys get there, you can do a couple shoulder rolls back, and then a couple shoulder rolls forward. Awesome job. We're gonna start on our backs on our mats. We're gonna wake up our core just a little bit more here. We're gonna start with a roll up. So legs are out nice and long, and then we're slowly gonna roll all the way onto your back. You can stretch your arms out nice and long here as well. Take a big inhale, reach as far as you can. Exhale, start to bring your arms over your shoulders. Slowly peel your back off of the mat, and then we'll reach for your toes. From here, stack your spine, and then tuck the pelvis under. We slowly roll all the way back. Just a couple of these, just like this. Taking it as slow as possible. The slower you go with these, the better. Trying to eliminate any momentum, just using your core here. We got these last 3. Really reaching nice and long. Roll the shoulders back, last 2. And then we'll do this last full rep here, rolling it all the way down, stretch as far as you can. Inhale, exhale, roll all the way up, reach for those toes, and then slowly roll all the way back down onto your back. Once you guys are here, you can hug those knees into your chest. Take a second, roll out that low back, and then we're gonna get right into a little bit of core work here. So we're peeling the head, neck, and chest off of your mat here. We'll start to extend one leg to the opposite end of your mat, and then we'll start to switch, alternating side to side. We got our single leg stretch here. Trying to curl up just a little bit more each time that your knee comes towards your face. Keeping a little bit of space in between your chin and your chest, making sure that we're not straining that neck at all. We got these last 4. Final 3. Last 2. And last one, hug those knees into your chest, both of them. On your inhale, we'll extend both arms, both legs. Circle all the way around. Give yourself a little hug. Inhale, we reach. And exhale, we circle. Legs come up at a little diagonal. We're making sure that the low back is nice and flat. We got these last 4. Using that breath to guide you for these last 3. Final 2. Beautiful, last 1, inhale. And exhale, we circle. Give yourself a little hug. Rocking side to side. Great job, you guys. We can slowly roll on up to seated. We're gonna shift into a different position for this next sequence. From here, we're finding an all fours position. Hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. We're gonna take a little bird dog here. So on your inhale, we'll extend that right arm, that left leg. Exhale, we pull everything in. Inhale, we reach nice and long. And exhale, we bring everything in. So for this movement, we're stabilizing through your core. We're also starting to work that glute on your left side, and then also using that back as you bring that arm up nice and high. Really trying to reach in opposite directions here. You got these last 4. Final 3. Inhale and exhale, we reach. Last 2. We're gonna hold it on this next one. Extend all the way out, hold it here. On your inhale, we lower your arm, lower your leg. Exhale, we lift. And as you lower and lift that arm and that leg, we wanna keep that back in that neutral position. So making sure that we're not really kicking that leg up to where the low back arches. We just want that nice neutral position here. You got it, you're here for 4. We hold it up in 3. Final 2. Last one, lift it all the way up, hold it. We're gonna move in opposite directions. My right arm is coming out to the right side, left leg is coming out to the left. Then we bring it back to center. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we bring it back to center. Trying your best to really stabilize through that core here. We're trying not to wobble. We got these last 4. Final 3. That hand is gonna come down in 2. But we're keeping that leg lifted. On the 1, we come back to center, your hand comes down, that leg is lifted. From here, on your inhale, tap your left toes to the ground. Exhale, as you lift, we have a little tricep press. Inhale, we tap, and exhale, we press to lift. Perfect, so we're reaching that leg nice and long, working that whole body here. Elbows are nice and tight into your sides. And we're really pressing through the heels of those hands, making sure that our elbows don't flare out to the sides. We got these last 3. Final 2. And last one, meet me halfway down into your push-up, little pulses. So pressing through the heels of those hands, reaching those legs nice and long. You're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We press all the way up. Hold it here, almost done with this side. Flex your foot, bend at your knee, and inhale, extend. So going into a little hamstring curl here, burning out that left side. You got it, you're here for these last 4. Final 3. We're gonna hold it nice and bent in 2. Keep that core nice and tight. Last one, hold it. We tap your knee to the mat. Exhale, we lift all the way up, stop the ceiling. And exhale, press. From here, we're really pressing the floor away from you, making sure that we're not sinking into those hands. We're actively pressing the ground away. We got these last 4. Final 3. We'll pulse it out in 2. Last one, hold it up, little pulses. Up an inch and down an inch. Last little burnout for this side. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way down. You guys can take a child's pose. Reaching those arms nice and long. Just stretch those arms as far as they can go. Take a couple deep breaths here. Trying to sink a little bit more into that mat. And then we'll bring your hands over to that left side. Take a nice big stretch to the right side. And then on your exhale, we'll do that same thing on the other side. Reaching for that right side, stretching your left side body.
All right, when you guys are ready, we're gonna pop back up to all fours position. We got that other side that we have to finish. So, same exact sequence that we did on that first side. You guys know what's coming up next. When you're ready, we inhale, extend your left arm. Exhale, we pull everything in. Inhale, we extend the left arm, right leg. Exhale, we pull it in. So we're starting with that bird dog again. Just like we did on that other side, really trying to reach as long as you can. Perfect, keeping that core as tight as possible. Just extending that leg straight back behind you, last 4. Final 3. We hold it out in 2. Last one, finish it here. Extend it all the way out. We're lowering the hand, lowering the foot. Exhale, we lift. Lift and lowers here. Try to pull that belly button up and in just a little bit more, you got it. Last 4. Hold it in 3. Final 2. Last one, hold it up, moving in opposition. That left arm comes out, right leg comes out. We come back to center. Staying strong through that right arm. You got it. Last 3. Final 2. And last one, back to center. That left arm comes to the mat. We tap your right toes down. As you lift them up, we have that tricep push-up. Inhale and exhale, we press. Using that breath. Starting to feel that right leg turned on. You got these last 3. Final 2. On this next one, meet me down halfway. We pulse it out on this side. Pulsing it up an inch and down an inch, trying to press the floor away from you. Last 3, for 2. Last one, bring it all the way up. Hold it here. Flex that foot on that right side, bend your knee, and then we point your toe, extend all the way out. Flex to bend, and then point to extend. And I want you to keep that knee nice and lifted. It's not moving at all, so making sure that it's not drooping. Almost like you're resting it on a table back behind you. You got it, you're here for these last 4. We got full range donkey kicks in 3. Last 2. And last one, finish it off, meet me in that bend position. Inhale, we lower, tap your knee down. Exhale, we lift all the way up. Again, we're actively pressing through those hands, making sure that we're not letting that chest droop down. We're staying strong like you're in a plank position. We got these last 5. We're gonna pulse it out in 4. Final 3. Last 2. And last one, we hold it all the way up. We got little pulses. Up an inch and down an inch. This is your last thing here. Burn it out. You're here for 5. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Find that child's pose. Great work, you guys. You can roll out those wrists. I know that was a lot on the wrists, but you did awesome. Take a second. We'll take that same child's pose again. Reaching those arms over to that left side. Reaching nice and long. Trying to just melt down into your mat. And then inhale and exhale, move over to that other side. Taking a couple breaths here. And then we'll slowly come back to center. Reaching as long as you can. Trying to come back to your breath. And then when you guys are ready, you can slowly come on up to seated. We'll just take one last big breath together, finding just a crisscross applesauce position or whatever feels best for you. Whatever is most comfortable. Hands can come to your side. Take a big inhale, bring the arms all the way up over your head. And exhale, just let everything go. We'll do 2 more just like that. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. And exhale. And last one just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Hands can come to your heart center. Just release everything, any stress, any tension, back onto your mat. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank your body for moving you and getting you here. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys did amazing.